just wanted to stop by and check on you. Maki said you'd been having a hard time adjusting. Well, I just wanted to see you and see if I could help. I mean, I'm not busy for the rest of the night. Besides, Rika is starting to get used to everyone. She's been getting easier to calm down. It just takes a while. I guess all good things usually do. Can I tell you something? When I first arrived here, I was in a very dark, confusing place. I was questioning every single thing about my life, whether or not I was deserving of anything. I questioned if I deserved the powers I have. It seems like everyone back then had an opinion on it. And to this day, that still hasn't changed much. I wasn't sure if I was strong enough to fight. And if I was, then why me? I mean, aren't there billions of people more deserving? Why would fate choose this? Then I realized, in a way, life has a funny way of getting us to where we need to be. It may not be what we want, nor deserve, but isn't that what helps us grow? For the longest time, I thought I was comfortable just living a quiet life, trying my best to move on from the pain of my past. I didn't realize that by forcing myself to move on, I was actually forcing myself to stay in the same place. Healing should come naturally, and when we force anything on ourselves, it can actually serve to hurt us even more. You know, when I first met Toge, Maki, and Panda, it was a bit of a rough introduction, but with time, we all grew to know each other better. So, I learned that the way we grow with others in our lives, maybe that's how we mature within ourselves. I mean, it just takes time. Am I making sense? If you can't tell, I still have a lot to work on. But I guess the reason I'm telling you all of this is to let you know you're not alone. While I'm not sure of exactly how you feel, I do know that everyone deserves someone, whether it's in the form of a friend or something more. You will never be alone. I mean, I'm here, right? So, why don't we try this? It's something Toge showed me. Whenever he gets nervous, this really helps. First, you want to close your eyes and just let your breath go in and out. Are you following? Now, imagine a time where you felt at your best. It can be anything: a time with friends, a special day trip, anything. Once you have it, take a huge breath in. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and let it out. Now, the most important thing you should know is that whatever moment or place you thought of, that feeling will come back. Eventually, you will have another moment like that. Times where we feel on top of the world. Those moments may not happen every day, but when they do, we should remember that it's not always about how often good things happen to us, but rather how often we take time to celebrate them. I know all of this can feel draining next to school and our actual missions. Becoming a sorcerer wasn't exactly my first choice. But, like I said, life has a funny way of putting us where we can grow the most. And at the end of the day, if I hadn't gone through what I did, I would have never met you or the others. So, for what it's worth, I'm happy things turned out the way they did. I'm happy that I got the chance to know you. I know it can feel like we don't impact others the way they impact us, but I need you to know you've been a huge source of positivity for me. People like you remind me that this world isn't all bad, which can be hard to remember sometimes, especially since we deal with negative energy so much. I mean, really, being around cursed energy isn't exactly a lighthearted experience. But despite all the trials and tests we've gone through, you and I are still here. We're still fighting. So, doesn't that mean something? Doesn't that mean perhaps we're meant for something more? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm just really glad you're here. And if you ever need a reminder of that, I'll always be here for you. It's the least I can do, really. After everything you've done for me, I'd love the chance to return that feeling. If you're okay with that, at least. Well, I suppose we should get back to bed. We have a long day of training tomorrow, especially with Gojo Sensei. If I'm late again, he said he's gonna make me right. Gojo Sensei is the best teacher ever, 1,000 times over. I'm still not sure if that's allowed, but frankly, I don't want to find out. Good night. Oh, and remember, whatever you need, I'll always be just around the corner. Okay?